we're moving on. We're going to be talking about the anime now. And I don't know if we're going to make this a full episode or what, so I guess we're going to find out.
Well, you can figure it out. It's totally fine.
Let's figure it out. Let's wing it. Let's swing it.
Oh, Lloyd, you softy.
you dirty little liar.
No, I don't need two Fionas, goddammit.
Whoa, I didn't mean it like that. I did not mean it like that. Hey, take your
Dirty
I
little
didn't
liar.
mean it like that. Oh my god, guys, please. I didn't.
I'm gonna make that the
swear.
intro.
No, I swear I didn't mean it like that.
Oh shit.
Let's swing it. We're on episode 20.
What was it?
It's Anya's visit to the hospital for her report.
Yes.
And I mean,
okay.
there isn't like much plot wise. The only real major thing is that Fiona was first like shown,
Yes.
but it wasn't like her major introduction episode. But she was shown by the end of it, and it was a cute, fun episode. It very much was, what it was in the manga chapter.
Yeah.
All the crazy little shenanigans of Anya.
It had some interesting. It has like the smallest details that I was like, but it was just fun.
Right. And the reaction videos, and I want to talk about the reaction videos for all of the episodes because I love them, but the one for that was like everyone immediately knew, like, even, well, of course, because they see the ending, but it's like they pointed out, it's like, okay, she's got the anime hair, so she's gonna be a main character. So like they were already like, all right, when are we gonna see her, like when's she gonna enter the story? So I don't know, I thought that was funny.
It's pretty funny.
I mean, it's like, okay, who else has like lavender hair? Who else has like it's like that meme with the Yu-Gi-Oh character in the audience. Where all the extras look like normal people, and then we have this guy with this weird ass hair, and like, oh
yeah. You know what? I didn't even really think about it, but that's completely true. Well, okay, Anya's the only one with crazy hair, or Anya and Fiona, but like everyone else in Spy Family has like normal
hair.
They have normal color hair, normally colored hair, which is quite unusual for manga.
Right, it's unusual, and then Yor has red eyes, or the Briars have red eyes. And it's just like, I don't know. I don't know what Endo's going for, like design wise.
He's going for a more muted color palette.
Yeah,
I think because, in general speaking, his colors aren't like bright, crazy saturated.
Yeah,
like, you are not gonna see the kind of colors you see in Naruto, for instance. That like the motherfucker is
bright purple hair,
bright orange. No, the colors are a lot more muted. And given it's a spy setting, treated relatively realistic compared to the kind of bullshit manga usually pulls, like Yosakura Family.
Yosakura Family. Don't get me started on that. I hate those character designs.
But since he's not trying to go for that kind of level of crazy bullshit, they have to make it a little more grounded visually. So you have lots of character designs that still have some degree of exaggeration, but are quite sober, all things considered. Like, other than Yor having red eyes, she looks like a fairly fashionable but perfectly believable character design.
Like if you just change it to like auburn eyes or something like that,
You will bat an eye if you saw a woman like that on the street.
Right. Well, I would, because she's beautiful, but
well, besides that, I mean, it will be like, wait, what the fuck is with that hair, or what the fuck is with that outfit? It's like, oh,
right.
Really late.
Yeah, no,
And
exactly.
it
And
will
you
end
know
in
what?
the future.
I do want to talk about Yuzakura family because if you've never read the manga, like I have no problem with the character designs themselves, but they do that thing where it's like you've got a lot of characters, so the way you differentiate them is to have them all different colors.
Yeah.
Like oh god, like the brother has green hair, and then the other brother has blue hair, and then like this dude's black, and the other girl's white, and then like he's red and she's blue, and I'm like, God, can't you just like make them normal? Like you can already tell them apart, like from their character design. Why can't you just give them freaking believable hair? Like, oh, it pisses me off so much.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, but you get my point, you know, like I get your point, which is very interesting because on one hand it makes Anya stand out in the fact that she has pink hair, but I think Fiona is like with that lavender hair, it's like, oh, she's not gonna be normal. It's not like
Right.
she's gonna be important. It's like she's not
Right.
gonna be normal, and
Yeah.
normal she is not.
Well, we know that she's not because as they find out, or as the anime onlys find out in the next episode,
yeah,
episode
yeah.
21. Yeah, she's oh god, I love that episode because they adapted it from the manga so well.
Oh my god, the voice acting! Oh my god, the voice acting!
Tell me, Blue. Tell me how you're feeling on episode 21.
I feel embarrassed
You feel embarrassed?
for Fiona's
Yeah,
character.
exactly.
I think I just feel like the secondhand embarrassment super badly.
I didn't feel it until the next episode 22. Like it was
Really?
Yeah, no, I
21
didn't. Really,
was pretty bad though. Are you kidding me with the daydream
Yeah.
stuff?
I don't think it was that
I
bad,
mean,
to
with
be honest
the-
with you.
Really?
Yeah.
with the Suki. Suki.
Okay.
Holy shit!
Yeah. I thought. Well, I think the
I was
delivery of it
laughing,
was
but
funny,
it was
though.
pretty bad.
Right.
Okay. She is really funny. I
Yeah.
have to give it to this voice actress. She does a
Oh
good
my
job playing like
God.
the emotions of Fiona like seriously when it comes to the fact that
Yes.
she is like in love and obsessed with Twilight and she
Right.
wants so hard to be his wife and
Yeah.
support him. But it was still just like I'm only slightly embarrassed, not because I think that the voice actress did a bad job or anything, or it's just
But-
like this is a cringy thing to watch. This
I mean,
Tuesday
she did-
Yandere character.
I mean, it's
reveal
pretty much
herself
because she
to
did
us.
a good job that it's so embarrassing. It's
Yeah, pretty
It's
much.
like, okay, she played
it
emotions
super well.
believably, but those believable emotions are cringe.
I
Yes.
don't know. I don't like. Okay, so like me personally, I didn't. It was it was cringy, but I don't think it was that bad. Like, we'll get into it, but not as bad as the later episodes because
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
talk about those episodes.
Oh, yeah.
But
I just found the daydream of her, talking about how she was going to support him and like get him extra money and the mission debriefings and cooking and shit. I just think like listening to all of that and the way that Uguchi had to also bring in the performance of
I
being
loved
like
it.
this like super in love version of Twilight, who's like, I
fucking
am in
love
love
it.
with you. I think it
Oh my
just
god,
killed me.
because
It's
Gucci
the
is
best.
just like he's so into every role, and he's just like,
Yeah.
oh, I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, I mean, it had to be fun to play something like that.
I know.
You could tell they have fun with it. That's the thing. And like,
Yeah.
I thought but that's the thing is the reason I like Fiona in this episode and not later episodes, which I will talk about, is that it's funny and like you could tell Gucci has fun with it, and it also sets up for one of my favorite moments, which is the Twilight moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I also really liked the part where they're talking, but their lips are moving differently because it looks stupid in the manga. Like to me, it does. But
I mean,
like the way they do it here,
It looks very impressive, yeah.
right? Like, I guess maybe
it drives the point. It's one of those things that read better in the anime. Well, in anime format in general than it does in manga.
I think because I don't know if it has to do with the fact that it's a sub, but like it's like their lips are already moving different from the words that I'm reading. So like it just kind of makes sense, I guess, in my head. Like it just clicks that way.
That's what I mean. Like, when you do when you present an idea in a comic or in a manga series,
Yeah.
depending on the idea, how hard it's to present it in a way that feels readable and flows correctly in the manga.
Right.
I mean, actually, it's really interesting because this example in particular, like, oh yeah, they are moving their lips differently than the words they are speaking out. Some people didn't even exactly get what was happening. Like they didn't exactly comprehend. Some readers didn't comprehend what was the trick here.
Yeah.
So to see it played with audio and then the text, like, oh, that is what they are doing. They are
true
using their mouths to say
to mouth out different words.
Their mouth shapes to say different things than what they're actually saying. And and in the case of the anime, because anime gets the voiceover after they animate the mouth flaps, you already get incongruous mouth flaps with what they say usually. So it contributes to the illusion that this will seamlessly fool people because unless they reanimated the voice acting to actually match the moves, you wouldn't even notice if there wasn't any text outside.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of viewers, or at least the viewers that I were watching, like they thought it was very smart. Like at first they thought they were talking in code, but then they realized what was happening, and they were like, "Oh, okay, like that seems like something like a high level spy would do, or something like that." So, I enjoyed that, and I think, honestly, I think they nailed that episode. I think at that point that was when it really sold the anime to a lot of the girls. That like a lot of the girl reactors that I was watching, they're like, okay, here's the drama. I want to see the next episode.
They just want that love triangle drama so badly.
Hey, I do too.
I mean, you can sell a series with just that kind of love triangle done right.
Because I mean, it's like that's. I mean, I'm still waiting for Yor to get a love rival, or Lloyd to get a love rival that isn't Yor.
I know. I really need Lloyd to feel threatened as a man.
Yes. Because we've already seen it with Yor. I need to see it with Lloyd.
It's only fair.
It's only fair. Okay, so
and I love like this. Obviously, I think the most amazing scene of more for the family, if anything, but not Yor. Oh my God, Fiona, when she notices that Lloyd's expression and his body language is conveying more truth to what he's saying to Yor, which is, like, you work very hard for Anya, and I always appreciate everything you do, and I'm grateful for you to be here as my wife. Fiona says that I've seen his fake smiles, I've seen how he hides his emotions, and I can sense that he's being truthful right now, and she just had to leave because she couldn't stand it. It was like that hard for her. I love that scene. And I remember at the time there was a lot of confusion about that scene for people, and it was because the subtitles had messed up on certain other sources for some reason about the wording of what was really going on. So they were like, wait, why is she just leaving? Why is she so upset? Because she had said something not really alluding to the fact that she could tell that Lloyd was being more truthful than maybe he even realizes in the moment. But she can see it
but
as a third party.
I think it was Mika that had brought that up. A couple people on the server brought that up, and
because they were watching off Muse Anime, I think, or Muse Asia or something. It's another site for other people to watch the anime. They watch it like an hour before, like we do actually. And so they were complaining about like, they kind of fucked up the subtitling on the episode, and people are getting confused apparently about like, well, what's really going on.
Well, I think actually it was they were complaining about the Crunchyroll and Hulu translations. Because
Crunchyroll's was pretty okay, I think.
Was it? Because I think that was the one they were talking about. Because Muse was the one that was more clear about their feelings, and then Crunchyroll was the one.
I thought it was the other way around because
I'm not sure.
I just watched the episode and it said Fiona saying like the truth seeping through the smile or something like that.
It was an awkward translation.
I don't recall which one specifically. I do know one of the translations was confusing, and I did see that in like the reaction mashups of like some people were like they
What
didn't, whether or not they were reading or they just didn't understand, and they were like, how could Lloyd, be lying to her like that and all that. So I did see it. I don't think it was as prevalent a problem as some people were making it out to be, but I do think they could have handled that translation a little better. It is what it is. Like, but I overall, I think the episode was great. I liked it better than I liked the episode 22, which was the beginning of the tennis arc. Mostly because of Fiona.
God, Rusky, why? Guys, please
I just have to talk with you with that.
You guys are killing me right now.
She was having I don't know if I can even say it or I'll bleep it out, but she was making some very suggestive noises. Okay,
I know.
I felt like she was creaming her pants. Okay, like it was very awkward.
The thing is, you could tell the entire episode that she was crazy, visually and orally.
Oh my god, the part where she's serving and
she's like screaming battle cries.
Like her, and her eyes are just like, oh,
I know.
Oh my god, yes, like it's just
It was bad.
Okay. I'm gonna bring up the voice actress now. This seems like a good place to do that. Her name is Ayane Sakura. She's a very talented voice actress. She's most well known as being Ochako Uraka from My Hero Academia, which is a shock to it was a shock to me because that character sounds very different than Fiona's character. Obviously.
Oh god.
Let me see what else.
I'm just thinking of all like the Deku Uraka shippers now who are gonna like
they're gonna
sound.
But surprises. What else does she do?
So there's Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War. She plays as a young version of someone named Shunsu Koraku.
Shunsui?
Yes.
Really?
I guess. Yeah, young. The young version of him.
Interesting. It didn't even sound like a girl.
There's oh, okay. Oh, she has a very good range. Clearly, she's very talented.
Okay.
She was in Quintessential Quintuplets, the movie. Dear God, 5 Memories of My Time with You as Yotsuba Nakano.
Okay.
I don't know who this is.
I have no idea.
She was in Love After World Domination as Heat Princess. That pink hair
really?
girl. Yeah, I didn't even know.
I like her.
You know how Iguchi and Hayama, right? They were both in another anime together. I forgot the name of it. Senpai brought it up.
Okay.
But Fiona, the voice actress for Fiona, she's also in that anime as well as another character, like in that friend group, which I thought was really funny.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Wait, wasn't she also a love rival in that?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously not the one that he chose. The
Right.
one Iguchi voiced act as, which is really funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the kind of.
Do you think they planned this, or is this just a weird quirk of fate? Like all of these characters.
I feel like it has to be a weird quirk of fate because they were all auditioning, from what I understand. Because remember that the voice actor for Anya was asked to come in to do Yor's voice, and she refused. She said, "No, Hayama should do this, not me."
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say. I mean, it's like a really fun coincidence, if anything.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
She's in Genshin Impact, apparently.
Oh, really?
As Yae Miko or something. She's like
I
a
haven't played
pink-haired
Genshin
girl.
in years. But...
Yeah, I don't know. Someone can take that if they want. She's in Persona 5 Strikers as Alice Hiragi.
She is Alice. Okay.
Wow.
I mean, I only listened to the dub, but
Wow.
yeah.
That is wild.
But okay, she's been in a lot of things.
Yeah.
She's very talented.
She was
I
also
mean, she
in.
has range.
Oh,
She has
okay.
a
This is
lot of
actually
range.
quite funny. She's in Dure Children. Oh my god, I feel bad. I can't say that fucking name of the anime. She played as a character named Ryoku Kaji, and this is only funny because Yuri's voice actor was dating her character in that anime.
Oh god, the
Right?
Yuri Fiona shippers. You way to go. Give them more fuel to the fire, Blue.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's enough of
The
that.
Furiona. Yeah.
Okay,
I actually have to step
then
out
let's
for a
just
little
go
bit,
back
so I'm
to
just gonna-
Fiona being cringe.
Yeah, step out. Okay, we'll take
Yeah.
a break.
What were we talking about?
I was about to ask you because I don't remember.
I remember leaving talking about Fiona's voice actor.
Okay,
roles,
yes,
and
her
that's
voice
it.
actor. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Very talented voice
Yes,
actress.
super talented.
Which is good because like I was saying, it sounded like she was she was
Giving it
enjoying
her
herself
all?
a lot.
Yeah.
Fiona was having moments. And
She was having her moment.
oh my god,
Yeah,
in
so
front
the
of
moment,
everybody.
alright.
Oh my god!
I don't
like,
remember
girl,
if it
get
was-
a room for yourself.
Ouch, get something.
I mean, she needs something that isn't.
Right, and
I mean, she needs Jesus.
Lloyd's
more
not the
than-
one who's gonna give it to her, so. but the Yor and Anya bit, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Like I'm not sure if they cut anything from that moment, but I don't know. It was like I don't
Brief.
know. It was brief, right? Like it wasn't just me. Like something about that was
I
like
think it was as brief as it was in the.
Yeah, but it
original
didn't feel
manga
like that in the manga. Most
Yeah,
of
it
the
didn't
time-
feel
I
like
guess
it.
not. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
it's mostly a formatting thing because in the manga it was at the
Oh,
beginning of a chapter. It was like,
Mm.
oh, we have a
Oh, I
moment
see
where
what you
we think
mean.
like,
Yeah.
That's
It-
true.
Yeah,
It
maybe
was
that's
that-
the vibe.
yeah, it was like, oh, so we're back at Yor and Anya, and
Mhm.
Yor is it's distracted and she's feeling like insecure and she's contemplating killing Fiona. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And-
it definitely feels a little confusing that it's like, okay, we switch over to Yor and Anya, but that's not where the episode ends because we switch back to.
Yeah, it's
Tennis
like
tournament?
okay, we spent all this time in the tennis tournament. We
Yeah,
switch for like a minute at most,
Yeah.
and then we switch back to the tennis. I was like,
I think it would have been better if they had the intro with Lloyd and Fiona, and then have it cut to Yor and Anya,
and then they go back to the tennis.
Right, like because that's the same transition where they go down the stairs or whatever, and they pop out, and that's where we see the Campbelldom. But I think it would have been better that way, just because I don't know, like I felt like Yor was more somber in the manga. I don't know. I just
Oh
got that
yeah,
feeling.
in the manga,
No,
she
I
actually
agree.
looked like she's
Yeah.
gonna fuck someone
Right.
up. Like,
Yeah.
Bitch
It's
messing
like,
with my
or-
husband. Yeah.
I
Maybe
did
it's
think
like-
it was cute. They added like Yor doing like this little dance or something, where she's
Oh yeah.
like,
the
oh, I
wiggle.
shouldn't think about doing that. I was like, oh, that's really cute, actually. It makes me think of
Right.
Anya when she was at the tailor shop in
Oh,
episode
yeah.
2. And she's like, oh, I'm so sad without a mama. Like, felt like
Aw,
Yor
like
was
mother,
doing...
like daughter.
Yeah, they're like so related because they're doing
They
the same
are.
like silly, sad dance.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah.
cute.
It was really cute. I do want to say though, I think we skipped over some extra scene from actually
Oh!
episode 21 and well,
We
okay,
did.
so episode 20 had that anime only segment of the secret code thing, and that was just funny extra anime only bit
Right.
with Frankie. And then episode 21, we had the Penguin versus Bond segment, like after the credits.
Yeah,
Oh, we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that.
yeah.
And it was just as adorable as how it was in the mini chapter, right?
It was adorable.
It was a mini chapter, yeah.
Yeah.
So this felt appropriate. Like it was like, okay, this feels like enough time for a mini story beat,
Right.
right?
Right. I don't mind at all when they do that after the credits.
Yeah,
Because it's like, you get
that
the
feels like
episode time-
section wise. That feels right. Yeah,
Right. And if they do that in the future, I'd be totally okay with that. And,
Same.
I just don't want them.
It
Yeah.
definitely feels like Spike's Family. Sometimes the anime is trying to figure out how should we what should we do with these like extra mission chapters? Like, how should we fill it up in the episode without? I don't know. Sometimes they like. I think they feel. It feels like they're just doing too much of it almost a lot of the time.
Yeah, I mean they
More so
rebel
than-
a bit with.
Yeah, instead of making it short and sweet, like this penguin plushie one.
Yeah.
You know, and it was adorable. It was just as fun. I just think I was a little thrown off by hearing Bond actually speaking words. Yeah, he's like,
it was like, wait, I can't barely tell what
like,
the hell
wait,
you're saying.
the
What?
dog can slightly make human speech? He can fucking talk? What the fuck?
That's his thoughts.
Yeah,
Is it?
I
He
mean,
almost said the word jealous though in the beginning, remember?
Jealous.
That was weird.
Jealous.
Yeah, literally like that.
Yeah. It was
And then like his thoughts are like, you know, bad penguin took my Anya.
right.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah. The only thing I wish they had done in the anime was in the manga. She's like, "I love you," and Lloyd's like, "No, you know." But she's just like, "Oh, good night," and he doesn't say anything in the anime. I was just like, "No, come on, give me my cute moment." As far as 22 goes, yeah, it set up for 23 because they went all out on like the action for a freaking tennis match, like of all things, like
it was our sports anime moment.
it was so hype. I was hyped watching it. I was like, what
it's
the
really
fuck?
good.
All the people watching it on fucking YouTube were like, what the hell? Like they're doing flips and shit. Like they're going all over the court.
Yeah,
I was
hell
like,
yeah, they're doing flips and shit. Don't you remember episode 5, you guys?
yeah, but damn, like they were on it. Like they were fucking
I do
team,
have to
like-
say, I think they did a great job with adapting the tennis rivals that they kind of fought in episode 22, like those ex-pro members and then the druggies.
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah.
the druggies and their jokes about like this Lloyd needing to piss his pants or something. Oh
Yeah.
my god, Endo. Sometimes I
Fiona-
forget how many pee and piss jokes. Like too many for my liking, but it's
Yeah.
like I'll tolerate it because I love this fucking franchise.
It's either one of two things. It's poop and pee jokes or bombs. Like that's pretty much that's like 90% of Endo's like his bag that he is.
Yeah, it's true.
The
I wanted to bring up that Cavi Campbell. So this is the guy who runs the underground tennis club.
yeah.
His voice actor's name is Yoji Yuda or something.
Mhm.
I mean, he was in Vinland Saga. It's like
What?
Leif Erikson.
Leaf
He's
Erikson.
Leaf?
Yes. Yeah.
Good. That's so cool. He's like the cool old man, like the
Nice.
cool, nice, chill old man that is not pushing for war when they are fucking Vikings. So that makes a difference.
Sorry, all I can think of is SpongeBob and Leaf
Yeah, like yeah.
Oh my God.
Dinga-dinga-durga.
I mean, they're talking about the exact same people.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah, they're talking about the
Yeah.
exact same
Well, okay,
person.
yeah. So
Okay,
he's been in a
okay.
bunch of things.
Yeah. This is
No,
this is a funny one. Let me just. He was in Food Wars, and it was only funny to me because his character's name is Endo. That's all.
Ah! That's funny.
Yeah. Okay. We're good.
Yeah.
And I could check the siblings, Campbell's siblings. I don't
That's
know if
okay.
anything-
Nobody really
All
cares
right.
about them.
They are jackasses.
No, I don't care about them at all. I think I love and the other reason I love this episode is because even though I don't think it was as good in the anime as it was in the manga, but like the whole part with Fiona and Lloyd stealing the painting, I just love all that spy shit when they actually like get to do spy shit. And,
the when they were locked in that break room and they were using Morse code by tapping and knocking on shit. That was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
that was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wish I
and
had
the-
more insightful thoughts, but we are trying to catch up so badly on these episodes.
Well,
right now.
and it's like, I mean, there's not a whole lot else we can say aside from like,
Well, Well,
You know,
okay.
Well, yeah. I just like I was saying, like the end. I don't know. It felt like, and I said this before. It felt like Ocean's 11. Like I don't know. Like it's a big like caper thing, and like they're just like they're
kind of
drive
Mission
off all cool
Impossible-y
about it.
stuff.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Yeah. All good stuff.
Yeah, that was a solid episode. My gripes begin with episode 25, though.
That you don't mean we skipped 24?
What is it? Or yeah, 24.
That's
24.
the bar one with the shopping.
Yeah.
Because I was about to say, like, 25 is the Donovan introduction.
Yeah, well, I kind of got points I want to make with
you
that
had some
too.
thoughts about that? Okay.
I got a couple thoughts, but
Wow, of which one?
well, eventually. But yeah, no, 24. 24 is the one, and I don't have any problems with either parts. Okay, I don't have any problems with the bar scene because I thought the bar scene was perfectly done, and I think the shopping part was pretty good too. You know, there was a couple of things I think they could have done differently, but my biggest thing is they smushed them together.
Yeah, I figured you were going to say that.
Well, I mean, one of us was going to say it.
I mean, it's from the Thunder because we spent all this time like the last 3 episodes, and if you want to count like the prior introduction with Fiona, building up to what is going to be an important resolution, and they're like, oh, we're done with that. Let's have some cute scene that goes completely elsewhere. I'm like,
maybe
it's not a problem with the concept. It's a problem with pacing, if you may, because this scene, as it's a big one. It's like an important moment where they change, where they start to establish a proper, real trust between each other. You know, like where Lloyd is actually vulnerable with Yor for the first time.
Yeah.
Like wherever he wants to call himself Lloyd or Twilight or whoever the fuck, he's actually being properly open because he wasn't lying. He was actually telling something about himself that wasn't a fabrication.
Yeah.
And that is an important moment. That is an important moment where Yor gets reassured that she is valued, that she is
Mama Forger.
that she is part of the family, and that's not going to change because Fiona is Fiona. So you have that important moment, that climax of the arc, and it's not like it was executed brutally or anything, but to smush it together with a story that has its own arc, because even if it's just a chapter, it's an entire arc of itself. Like the idea that it's the reassurance of Becky and Annie as a bond, it kind of dilutes the impact. It's not as bad as the Stella, because it's not like silly shenanigans following an important story beat. It's an important story beat following another important story beat, and that just doesn't allow either to completely steal the show.
I think it is as bad because it is as you say that half of this core was dedicated to Yor feeling inadequate to Fiona.
Oh my god.
To Yona.
So
Not
Yona of the Dawn?
Not Yona of the Dawn. Sorry, Alex. But half of this story of this season or core or whatever, it was to that, and then episode 24 is supposed to be the culmination of all of that. So the fact that you would leave basically the most important episode out of this core and like smush it down to half of an episode and then like brush it aside, like all of this stuff that we've been building up towards, and then end it with cutesy Anya stuff. I don't know, like I have problems with that. And
understandable.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. Like I said, I think I love the entire bar scene. Just because I think can we talk about Yor's drunk voice, because it was perfect.
Oh, it was wonderfully
drunk
hilarious.
it was, oh my god,
Hayama,
like,
she did such a good job.
it was so good. And like, I so I'm watching the reactions, and of course, everyone's, they're waiting to see, because they see her knock back the drink and like, okay, like, drunk yours coming back. But then when she starts like drunk screaming, everyone's like, oh my god, like, this is like full wife freak out mode in public. And
Yeah.
and Lloyd's just like, no honey, it's like, she's just a coworker. And like the bartender's like, damn, like, it sucks, dude, like, I'm sorry, like, I've seen this before. Like,
Was that you, Crow? Was that you as the bartender watching?
Maybe.
Back from your bartending days? Like, man, I feel sorry for you, dude. You're sleeping on the couch tonight.
Well, I usually felt bad for the girl, but yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I think we'd all feel really bad for Yor if we were there. Like, what the hell did this guy do to his
fuck
wife?
that guy.
Yeah.
You should leave him.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's how it started. That's how the episode starts. Is like poor Yor is like dejectedly walking home. She bonks her head on a pole, and it's like mumbling to the other neighborhood ladies, like, "I'm gonna get replaced, aren't I?" And they're
like,
like, "Oh, how dare that husband?" Like, "Oh, she should call the police on him." Haha. And he's just watching, horrified.
Like,
Right.
oh shit, oh fuck, this is not good.
Yeah, he's neglected his wife for too long.
He has, damn it, Lloyd.
Doing all that stupid tennis shit.
It's tennis stuff with some bimbo. No.
Oh man, I just realized we didn't get to talk about that amazing remember that tennis duel between Fiona and Yor? We're like all over the place right now.
Oh, we are.
We didn't get to talk about that.
Well,
Like,
let's talk about that. Yeah.
Amazing. It was so good. Like,
Which was, yeah.
I just love how dramatically they were like the power of like the sun coming at Fiona with your swing. It was like so bright, and like the speed of light or sound or something like that.
Sound, but yeah, but it was like the perfect amount of dramatic for how stupid it was.
I
know, yeah.
Yeah, because the reactions just sell it. Like, Fiona is completely in awe, like flabbergasted, destroyed.
Or Lloyd's more
like,
horrified than
shit.
anything else.
And Lloyd's like, oh.
Oh god.
This is why I warned you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit! Like, I told you.
Yeah. It was funny too, because somebody was like, okay, they spent all of their money this core on two scenes, and that was the tennis scene and the scene where Fiona's trying to knock back Yor's ball. Like, that's where all the money on this season went. Because it was super extra, right? Yeah.
No, it was. I loved how dramatic it was. I loved how Fiona was like, she was giving it her all. She was screaming like she bloody murder, trying to like swing that fucking racket, and like she almost had it. I'll give her that much, but Yor was just too strong for her, and the fucking racket shattered in her very hands. If she had like a stronger racket, maybe she could have stopped.
She had a stronger racket.
Maybe.
Nothing can stop your serve. Okay.
No, I mean that's actually something funny that I think Mika pointed out. That the implication is that Twilight may be able to parry it, but because that's why he dabbled on tennis.
Dabbled? Yeah.
Dabbled. He dabbled on things like, I actually fucking suck at tennis. If my wife can't beat me this badly, I have to up my game.
Oh yeah. Lloyd had to get so strong that he could survive Yor, that it was just incomparable compared to anyone else on the field, because Yor was just that strong of an opponent.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, and we've talked about it before, but I don't recall if it's the same in the anime, but in the manga, whenever they serve Yor and Lloyd, they both have the same like face.
Oh yeah.
And I just like, that's where Lloyd learned how to serve, was just like, he got pummeled by Yor's serve so much, he's just like, okay, so this is how you do it. And,
he learned Yor style tennis.
Yes. Yeah, he went to the school of hard knocks,
and you get
Yor is the professor. Right. And then I also love the part afterwards, because I love the part in the manga too, but I think they did it really well. Fiona loses, she runs away, and Lloyd's like, oh, she doesn't care, and yours like, I won, and Lloyd's like, oh yeah, congratulations. She's like, I won, Lloyd, and he's like, yeah, you won.
Yeah, you won.
That was really good.
As a husband, I completely sympathize with that. I was like, yeah, you did it, babe. Woo!
Yeah, I mean, if your wife is like intense, you gotta support her like all the way.
You gotta match it, man.
Yeah, you gotta match your energy. She's like, I won against that slut.
Fuck yeah, you did, babe.
Exactly. I loved after all of that, Fiona runs away to the forest to go practice her swing with a stick and a giant rock, and all of the forest animals are like, what the fuck is this bitch doing?
That deer is now my profile picture.
I love it. I think it's so funny. You're just like a nervous deer. Like, what is this strange lady doing here? Oh my god.
This is the deer from Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
But
do you mean Adventure Time? Not Bob's Burgers?
Was it Adventure Time?
Yeah, the weird deer with the little hands.
Oh yeah. I thought it was Bob's Burgers.
No, it was Adventure Time.
It sounds like something that would happen at Bob's Burgers, though.
You're right. You're right.
But okay, yeah, and then the end of that where Lloyd's having that moment, and you're I find it funny that people still, like, the people who haven't read the manga, they have the exact same reaction that a lot of people had while reading the manga of that frame of Vior. They're just like, why is she sad? I'm like, I mean, isn't it obvious why she isn't sad? Like, I always thought it was obvious, but a lot of people apparently are just like, I don't understand why she has that face. I'm like, well, clearly it's like, she didn't.
She's still thinking about, she's still feeling insecure. I mean, her winning one battle obviously wasn't going to fix the problem. That's literally how the next chapter / episode starts. Right. I think for people, they just thought, oh, well, obviously you're one, so she's going to feel fine, right? Even though, and for me,
that wasn't the problem. The problem wasn't that if she could beat Fiona, it was if she felt reassured that Lloyd trusts her. Like,
yeah, exactly. And she just didn't. Well, like she tried showing it, I guess, in her own way through tennis, but that wasn't really the right answer. For
both her
problem.
and Fiona are stupid. That's the problem. Like, if we win at tennis, Lloyd will love me, and it's like, I know. What is that logic? Like,
hey, well, we all know if it had been Lloyd probably would have fallen for it. To be honest.
Right.
It was Fiona, like, infecting Yor with the stupid logic.
Yes,
because Fiona was like, "Oh, I'm gonna win him over by showing him my skills at tennis." Like, what the fuck? Like, is he really a competitor? Why will he value that much?
Yeah, I guess the parallel, obviously, for this whole arc was just coming down to the fact that Fiona and Yor both wanted to be good enough. Mm-hmm. For Lloyd, and Fiona was very confident that she was, and Yor was very much not confident that she was, and Lloyd still obviously chose Yor over Fiona because he feels ultimately that she is better suited for Anya's sake. That's what it really came down to, instead of, I guess, for him, because I don't think he really feels that having Fiona as like a wife would be any easier to work with than with Yor. He was very much stressed out because he couldn't read her,
Of course, well, he's
Yeah, he sucks at reading like both of these women. Actually, in fact,
I mean, with Fiona, he doesn't have much material to.
He's got main protagonist syndrome, real bad. Dumbass.
I mean, we've talked about this before, but for Yor, she doesn't feel the need to hide herself usually. Fiona very much is like hiding everything, about how she feels about Lloyd, and at least with Yor, it's easier for Lloyd to be able to figure out what she wants from him. Yeah. And how to explain him or talk himself into her understanding her, understanding that he does care about her and appreciate what she does. And how can he do that with Fiona if she doesn't seem like she even cares about his fucking opinion?
Well,
she just seems like,
and I love that because going back to the bar scene where she gets drunk and she just lets it all out, like she's going off on him.
But it all came from a very sweet place where Yor feels that, okay, if Lloyd really cared about Fiona and I'm stopping him from being happy, then I will have to move aside. But she was very much unhappy about that. But she was struggling. She was struggling with how, like, she loves this family, but she can't get in the way of Lloyd's happiness. Like, she doesn't want to do that. So she was really struggling with, do I keep being selfish, or do I let him go and let him be with someone who could make him happier than I can because he loves her, or at least that's what she thought. It was still hilarious to me when she had like that little moment where she thought, oh man, like casually with thinking that, oh, Lloyd's just gonna replace me with Fiona and turn me over to the police.
Right.
Back during episode 21, when she was like looking at them through the reflection, she's kind of freaking out about it. And it was just so funny because of how casually Fiona was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll come over.
Sure, yeah, whatever, I guess.
Yeah, it's like, okay, clearly she doesn't have a good read on Fiona at all.
Neither, they're all stupid. Every single one of them is stupid. Like, that's the problem here.
They're dumb, dumber, and dumbest.
Right. It's just, yeah. Lloyd can only... right. Like, Lloyd can only read his wife when she's trashed and spells it out for him, which, honestly, I could... Yeah, that sounds like real life, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, I can say for sure a lot of men and women struggle with the fact that sometimes women are going to be kind of hard to want to talk about their feelings. Right. And men are going to be struggling like, please just fucking give me something to work with here.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, we get the infamous Lloyd trying to honey trap Yor, which... it was... You know what was really funny? Like,
there's a lot to say about that.
But what was funny to me was, like, all the people I was watching react, like, I don't think any of them saw any problem with that. Like, they were just more, like, excited that Lloyd and Yor might get together, which... I don't think they were thinking about it at the moment. But
they weren't thinking about the implications. Yeah, and there's a lot of implications there.
Oh yeah,
like not so.
And we've talked about it in like
no.
Before,
We've talked about this a lot before, but Lloyd definitely deserved that kick to the face.
Oh yeah,
for trying to trick
he was being emotionally manipulative.
Yes, exactly. He was trying to take advantage of what he thought was Yor's legitimate feelings for him.
Yeah,
which like. That's fucked up, guys. I don't care if you think that this is going to give you canon Twyours. This is still a fucked up way to go about it.
Right.
And, he deserved that kick. I remember seeing on Twitter, I think I mentioned this before, that some people argue that he didn't deserve it or that it was unwarranted. It's like, no, he deserved it. Maybe it was a little exaggerated, but he definitely deserved to have some kind of punishment for trying to take advantage of a woman's feelings.
Right.
And, like... I just think the moment where he had like that Twilight thing, the little thing, that was so funny. That was exactly what I had imagined in my head when I read it in the manga. So I was delighted.
We had talked about that too. We that exact fucking sound effect was ding.
I love it. I love that joke. I hope it comes back more.
Oh yes, Twilight mode activates.
And I love that it's only ever happened whenever he's like, oh, I could use a moment with Yor to make myself look better. Yes, I will use it.
But wow,
no, because
why are you doing that?
No, okay, somebody had a wonderful post about this, and of course they overanalyzed it on Tumblr, so I'll condense it here, but it's basically the only time he ever has to switch, because Lloyd's always in Twilight mode, except when it comes to Yor. Like, the only time he has to switch on Twilight mode, quote unquote, is whenever Yor is involved. Like, when he thinks he has to kiss Yor, he's like, oh, fuck, what do I do? The wheels are off the wagon. He's like, what's going on here? And then he's like, wait, no, this is, why do I care?
Wait, I can do it.
Right, why do I care? And then the same thing here is like...
it's only ever when he has to, like, get actually romantically kind of intimate with Yor.
Yeah.
Like... with emotions or kissing. Yeah,
he's like, oh, fuck, she likes me. What do I do? He's like, wait.
And then he keeps having to remind himself, like, wait, I've already, like, been with other women before. This is no big deal.
This is different. This is totally different.
This isn't a big deal. It's like, yes, it is a big deal because you're actively thinking about it and having to remind yourself.
Me. What do I do?
that tells the whole story. Like, you care about this person. This is
Yeah, I mean, if you have to think about it before you do anything, like, you actively have to think about it, like, there's something going on in your noggin, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
The mother of your child.
Down to, like, the way he proceeded about it was fucked. It was wrong. Yeah. But it's like, the fact that he had to process it that way means that this is affecting him in a way that...
Oh, yeah.
has an effect.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like he's a dumbass.
Yeah,
And-
About his own
yeah.
feelings, he can.
and then we get into a very quiet moment where we
so
just hear singing, and suddenly we see a vision or memory of
Baby Lloyd.
Lloyd with his mother when he was a child, and it's a very warm and happy, safe memory for him.
Yeah.
And he like mumbles out his mother because that's the only person he can associate with that song, and suddenly he sees Yor and he's like
so good.
sleeping on her lap.
Yeah.
Which
Love it.
yeah, I love
Yeah.
it. Shame it only lasted for 5 minutes apparently.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
like you said.
I mean, if he slept more, he will have brain damage. But
Okay. Goddamn, Rusky.
He already has brain damage.
Okay. but
But,
the song was wonderfully sweet and nostalgic and just a sweet little lullaby. It was
Yeah.
so good.
I want to
I'm
hear it
really
in the
happy.
dub. Even though
Why are you
I have
talking about
problems
the
with
dub right
dub.
now?
oh,
Shh. Yours good in the dub, and plus I want to hear her sing. That's the only part I want to hear. Is her
Fine,
singing.
whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't need your negativity, Blue. I'm over here talking
Yes,
about
I
good
will
things.
have my negativity actually.
But no,
no, it's fine. It's fine.
But you-
I get you both, but
Yeah. No, I you pointing it out because it is a very quiet scene, and I really.
It
My-
isn't so much somber, but I think it's just like you
But
just
no,
feel
it's-
like a
it's very
little
pensive.
sad. You feel a
And
little
it-
sad knowing that this was Lloyd before he was Lloyd. I mean, these are hints of it for the fans who only watch the anime. We know
Yeah.
what really happens.
Yeah.
They're just getting hints of it, you know.
But like my thing, and I really appreciated this is just that moment. Like, this is one of those parts where I think the anime did it better. Where it's yours like, well, why would you want a muscle head like me? And like Lloyd looks at her for a while, and then he kind of looks away, and then he stares out, and it's like you could see the cogs in his head turning, and he's thinking, and he's like, this is one of those moments where he's like, I don't know what to say. And then,
Yeah.
like, what he says afterwards, like, actually comes from the heart. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
really like that little.
Yeah, I think
bit
it's
that
one
they
of those. I think it's one of those moments how we've talked about, like how Endo kind of has the characters just looking in the distant, and you just
Yeah.
know they're thinking a million different things in their head, but you just get that quiet moment. I think that was like a perfect translation of what Endo does so well in the manga in the anime,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
you pointing out the fact that he even brought up his mother, like who knows if he's ever actually done that before, and he just felt comfortable enough to say it to Yor.
I don't think he has. I don't.
He
think- I
probably
don't think-
hasn't, and my guess is he only did it because maybe in his own way he felt grateful that Yor kind of made him think about his mother in such a nice way that he probably hasn't thought about in a really long time because of the way she died, and
Yeah.
having a nice memory of her just singing to him as he's sleeping probably is something he hasn't thought about in a really long time, because in my head I would guess that he hasn't thought about her or tried his best not to think about her because he would just be really sad and
Oh, that's such
break
a good
down.
point. I love it. I love that. Point.
yeah. Oh god, I'm gonna start crying now. But I think he was
Help.
just really grateful to have that memory back of his mother, like such a nice, sweet, caring
Yeah.
memory of her.
Right.
And the fact that he would compare Yor to her, and that just really drives it home too. Of just like
Yeah.
my mother was the safest place I've ever felt, and you were that to Anya, and it's like
And like
my
that's such
heartstrings.
it's such a like an admirable thing, I think, to feel and see that he considers Yor as wonderful as a mother as his mother was to him, like the way he feels about his mother. Yor
Yeah.
makes Anya feel that way, and it's like, oh, that's such a good moment, and they really brought it home because they did such a good job with the song. I am so impressed because I was really curious how they were going to do it, to be honest, because they have to make up a whole song on their own, and they have to have singing. Like, how are they gonna pull it off? And they pulled it off. Like, I have no complaints.
Yeah, it was
whatsoever.
really good.
Yeah.
And then you follow it up with shopping.
Hey, okay, calm down, down, girl.
No, I like.
Hey.
Let's
No.
first finish with this one.
I mean, okay. I mean, then they have that moment, and then they go home, and Anya's like, mom and dad are shacking up, and and then Chin Monster comes home, and they have that little farewell moment. I thought it was cute. It was cute.
Oh god, that was such a good moment. That I always knew that Hayama had a really pretty voice, and she got to use it for a really great song.
Mm-hmm.
It was fantastic.
Yeah,
I wish she would sing more, to be honest, or do some kind of like special Your song, or maybe there'll be an anime only episode where she sings for some reason. I want her to sing so bad.
That'd be cool.
Like
she's
actually,
one?
she's actually a really good singer. She did like a really great cover of "Fly Me to the Moon," so she likes doing jazz songs, which is even more wonderful
better.
for Spike's family. Yeah.
All of her voice work that episode was just spot on. Just the drunkenness, and then the singing, and she was very heartfelt and quiet in that park moment. So
I know.
Yeah,
I just love Yours so much. She's perfect, absolutely perfect to me. But that's it. We can move on to the second half of the episode now.
I have nothing to talk about with the second half.
Hey, come on!
I really don't. I mean, what's more
to what you don't like? The song was cute, and they had a cute little shopping montage. It was fun. Yes,
I know. A song in the second part.
Oh my! What the fuck?
They had a song in the second part. What song?
Yeah, what are you talking about? They had a new song in it. Oh my god!
Oh no, I thought you meant like Becky was singing or something.
No, I just mean they had another song in the episode.
What was the song? I don't remember.
Hold on, I'm looking it up right now. They just released the new soundtrack for it.
Oh really?
Yeah, from No Name. It's A Good Day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a really cute little poppy song with like a Japanese singer doing some English lyrics, and they're just having a cute shot. It basically reminded me of Card Captor Sakura. They have a really fun like opening scene for one of the episodes where all the little kids are going to the mall and shopping, and they have like an adorable poppy 80s song, and I fucking love it. And this reminded me of that. It made me really happy.
Okay. Yeah, you've been binging Card Captor, so.
Well, no, this was like a couple summers ago, actually.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, but I still love that song. I still listen to it all the time, so that's why I remembered it.
Okay.
Okay,
I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice, to be honest.
Oh my god!
I mean,
I didn't notice.
You were just like dead inside, like, oh fuck this episode.
I am dead.
Oh my god! Get over it.
I'm just kidding. I mean, I like this episode. I just don't. I
don't believe you.
I do.
I think it's like
kidding,
I like it, but I don't love it, and that's the problem.
No,
Yeah,
I mean,
I hate when that happens.
I'm going to be the only one to defend it then. Fine. As the only girl here, I like the shopping episode, okay? I thought the girls were adorable. Like, do I feel like it kind of breaks up what happened during the first part? Yeah, no shit. I mean, it's literally so different, but I thought it was still adorable.
It's
and
funny
I thought
you
it was
say that.
cool.
It's funny you say that because the reactors, all the guys, when this part came on, they're like, eh. But then all the girls are like, oh my god, shopping episode!
Hey, see, like that's a difference, isn't it, huh? You assholes! You cold, heartless assholes!
No, we're just men!
Fine, you asshole men. Don't care about two cute little girls going shopping, and you know what? It's a real shame you guys can't be happy, okay? Nothing is good enough for you. Yeah.
You're right.
You're talking about a Silent Hill fan, so that doesn't.
Whatever. I'm fine. I'll be the only one to defend it. The episode was fucking adorable. I know all the ladies love it. It is cute as fuck. Okay, Martha showed up for the first time. That was fun.
I was about to say I love Martha. I love the part with Becky. When they're driving home and Martha's talking about or thinking about how Becky used to be and how Anya's like been this positive influence in her life. Yeah, I love that. And I just love Becky. I do love the character of Becky because she's who's that one girl from Princess and the Frog?
Charlotte.
The blonde chick?
Yeah. She reminds me of Charlotte so much.
You think she's gonna be like this bitchy character, and
but
then
she's like, no, she's a really sweethearted, just rich girl who does, a little out of touch, but her heart's in the right place.
Right. That's Becky to a T, and I think they're both good for each other. Becky pushes Anya to do things, and then Anya she brings Becky along for the ride, and Becky's kind of wanted to ring her in. but like they balance each other out.
Yeah,
I
mean, they
think.
both like hanging out with each other. They're both like, oh, I'm in it. I'm in your plan and your crazy, wacky, whatever, you know?
Mhm.
Like Anya says, like, you know, I don't get your stuff, but I'll still play along because they're
Right.
friends, you know?
Yeah,
It was
Okay.
cute. I liked all the outfits. They were so. I mean, come on. You know, Endo does great fashion,
outfits were
and this
good.
fashion was wonderful. I loved it. It was interesting. The conversion for the money thing, they actually put like what it cost in yen or something.
Yeah,
I forgot how much it was though.
100,000 yen.
It was like 100,000 yen or something like that.
Yeah.
It was quite a lot in yen, but
Yeah. So I'm wondering now, does that mean we could actually convert the money from Spike's family into something more accurate since they kind of just put it out there in the anime? Because
I mean,
know
they
you
put it in the manga, but it put it in dollars.
Oh, that's right, huh?
Yeah, they put it in dollars, which is $300.
Is that
No,
accurate?
it was like $900. It was like $300, but it was like $900.
Oh yeah, you're right. It was like 900. It was like
Was it
almost
10?
up to 1,000. I remember.
It was 100,000 yen. You said that's
No, it was like 100,000.
That's like isn't that roughly like $1,000 US dollars?
It's $754
currently. Oh,
Yeah.
I did
Wow.
hear the Japanese yen currency is kind of they've been kind of fucked recently.
Yeah.
With
Well,
their inflation or something. I don't know.
yeah. Well, and yeah, we had done a conversion of that. I think it was because in the manga, one of the sheep was $350. I think that's what it was, $350. Which actually, this tracks.
Okay then. I'm
yeah.
glad.
Yeah. So would have been.
But
like
yeah, you know what?
700.
Good. It was a good second part to the episode. I don't care what any of the guys think. Screw all of you. It was delightful and adorable. I love Becky and Anya just hanging out. I love the song. It was fun. What's wrong with you guys?
I didn't say it was bad. I just don't like it tacked on.
I think it's a pace breaker. That's where it is.
All right then. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I can agree with that. I do
Yeah.
think it's funny, like you said, that all the guy reactors like meh, and all the girls like, oh my god.
Shopping.
Ladies like shopping. I'm right there with them.
I hate shopping.
Yeah.
Shopping's fun.
know.
Screw you.
I've seen it thoroughly in my life, but and I don't have any problem with that. I don't have any problem with
I don't have any problem saying it again.
No,
I really need like another podcaster on here who's a girl who could help me out because
Well, tell them we've got so many people on the server and I can never get anybody.
well,
Yeah,
they're all
exactly.
busy. God, leave them
Yeah,
alone.
we have nothing going on apparently, so.
Yeah, no, I mean most of them are in school to be honest. That's
Right.
the real kicker.
All these
They're on break now,
doctors,
but, yeah.
you overachievers, you. No, I'm kidding. We love our doctors.
We do love our doctors.
Yes, we've got
But
a
it
lot of
was
doctors
really-
in the server.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah, it was
I
cute,
can
yeah.
agree that I wish that it had been kind of more of its. I wish it had its own like kind of separate episode or had a longer bit. It had another shorter part added on or something. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, another thing. The problem wasn't Becky and Anya's.
No,
In
they
fact-
were. I love.
in fact,
It was
in fact,
cute.
I do think that in a way it kind of not hurts per se, but it would have shown better if it was put together with another small story. You know,
Yeah,
another small story
true.
focusing on Becky and Anya.
You know what? You know what I would have wanted. Now that I'm thinking about it, and this will
What
lead
would you
into
have
episode
wanted?
25. Is
Mhm.
if they had extended out the bar scene or like reworked the bar scene to where that was the end of the episode. You know, whether or not they
Okay.
wanted to tack that on to, you know, the Yor versus Fiona thing or whatever. And then have episode 24 be, you know, start off with Anya and Becky. And then the second half of that episode would be the beginning of the Desmond, the beginning of meeting Desmond, which is episode 25. But have that cut
Ooh.
off right to where before Desmond and Lloyd come face to face, okay? And then with 25, the last episode, I feel like it should have started with the conclusion of that meeting, you know, Lloyd and Desmond part ways or whatever. And then the second half of that, I would have liked having that the Damien like the boys day out where they go out with Mr. Green and like go out to the lake and stuff like that.
Ooh.
Like that would have been really good, like setup for like Damien and like his character growth, and that would have been a nice way to like, you know, encapsulate all of that. I I think that would have been a better way to pace it out. Everything.
Okay.
But obviously that didn't happen. But that's how I would have done it. But instead, for episode 25, we get the entire Desmond meeting, which it was done competently well, and I like the way that they did it. The only problem is it highlights a problem in the manga that people have an issue with, and it's that Lloyd talks a lot. And he just talked the entire time during this, and like I like it when he has these long moments, but like watching it and like having to sit through like what was it like? I want to say like 5 minutes of him just talking.
Yeah.
Okay. I actually really enjoyed all of it, to be honest. I don't know. I think the problem is that Lloyd had to do it because the audience didn't know what the hell was going on with this student mixer event with the Imperial Scholars and like why Lloyd was here, because he needed to set up the fact that Donovan was going to show up, and this was a very important first meeting, basically. And so, unfortunately, the only real way you can kind of do that is have Lloyd explain everything.
Yeah, no, I get it. But the thing is, like, it's the what we can call the Death Note problem. Yeah. I think you get what I'm getting at.
I know exactly what you get.
Death Note is essentially like battle of wits when people internally monologue the shit out of each other. Like they spend so much fucking time in internal monologues where you kind of get their thought process. Yeah. And then they have to find ways to present that kind of internal monologue in a cinematically interesting way, because you're going to have to hear all that shit, but you have to present that in a way that's visually not boring. You're getting the information, and you are still letting the dialogue flow.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. I think it definitely does pick up when Donovan does come into the picture, because I love their presentation of Donovan in this, because he strikes it. It's weird too, because like the manga presented him as kind of like being like quirky almost, like he like the minute that like he smiles, like he loses like pretty much all of his intimidation.
Yeah, it looks
part of it is because I think the way they kind of wrote out his lines in English a little bit, where like he gets very casual, it's good. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's good, but it's also because they put like these
like he's beaming
silly effects over him,
Yeah.
Like the expressions are exaggerated, and they put like these lines of it's nothing. Yeah,
and even that
kind of goofy.
Yeah, and even that part where he like sighs, like it's very like almost comedic the way he does it.
It's kind of goofy a little bit,
Yeah, but in the anime, wow.
It's so like, oh my god, he's so like he's terrifying. Like his presence.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, his voice was way deeper than I kind of expected, to be honest. But it suited him. After I had a moment to like adjust myself, like, oh, okay, you know what? I didn't expect this, but it sounds good.
Yeah.
But it was just deeper. Yeah. It was way deeper than I expected.
Right.
And that voice actor is Takaya Hashi. He's a veteran. This dude's been in a lot of anime. I'm gonna try to
Give me three big ones.
Monster Hunter Rise. He was Fujin.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, that's one. Then we have. He was in Beastars as the Chief Lion character.
What?
Yes, that was him.
That's something.
All right, let me try to find something older now, because he's been doing some since like 1990s practically.
Damn.
Or 1980s actually.
Oh, 1980s. Okay, I'm interested.
Well, let me try. He kind of started in 1998, I guess. And then he kind of worked his way up. This one's kind of a silly one. He was in Pokemon as Brock's dad, Flint.
He was Flint?
Yeah. Ironic, right?
I mean, from shitty dad to shitty dad.
Yeah, shitty dad to a shitty dad.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's it. He was also like in Cowboy Bebop and Full Metal and stuff, but I
Well,
don't
it-
really.
Wait,
Cowboy
okay, yeah,
Bebop.
tell me those two.
Who was
Tell
in
me
Cowboy
those
Bebop?
two.
In Cowboy Bebop, he was Teddy Bomber.
Oh!
Who was
Wow!
Teddy Bomber?
Holy crap!
There's also it's just very interesting to me how many different voices he's done. He was in Animal Crossing as Brewster from the movie.
Okay.
And he was also in Naruto as Kakuzu.
Broski, that's the one where Naruto uses the Rasen Shuriken for the first time.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, Kakuzu.
Yeah, he's done a lot of like asshole old man looking characters, pretty much.
I hear it now. I hear him as Kakuzu now. Okay, all right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Kazuku
so
or whatever his name
there you
is.
go. A nice, fun range of old men assholes.
Yeah, very appropriate here.
Yes,
I definitely felt the child abuse in this one.
No,
I don't know.
That's a way to put it.
I don't know if that's kosher
actually
for me to say, but yeah.
The way he sighs, in the anime
Yeah.
is like, because in the manga it's like this comedic. Like
Yeah.
Like
Like
you
he's
feel like
annoyed.
he's dragging on, but in the anime, compared to the manga,
Yeah.
the way it's animated, you can tell like he's pretty much indirectly.
It's like a
secretly
warning.
telling him like, "Shut the fuck up," or else.
Yeah.
Like you can feel it. Like, oh.
I don't know. I like how heavy Lloyd was laying it on. Whereas like it almost started to feel like suspicious, like how much he was talking, and then right when it was gonna be too much, he's like, "Okay, bye. Like I'll talk to you later." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was pretty good. I don't know. Like I always don't know how to feel at the part where Lloyd's looking out the window and the kids are celebrating and he's just like staring at them, and I can't.
Oh yeah.
I can't tell what he's thinking there. Like
I think. Well, doesn't he say in that scene that it's like, well, I think I have a better idea of how the Desmonds operate now, and
or how distant they are.
yeah, I think in the moment maybe he was just kind of reminded of him and his father a little bit, just a
I knew
little
you were
bit.
gonna say that.
Yeah, come on, you knew I was
Fuck.
gonna say that. But I think in the moment, I think he was just reminded of how he felt with his father hearing Donovan
God damn
talk
it!
like
I didn't
this.
even no, but like, okay, I didn't even think about that until like a second before you said it, and now I'm thinking like
I confirmed
whole-
it. We're
that
mind
whole-
linking, Crow.
the mind meld is happening. But no,
Yeah.
now I'm thinking back to when he's talking to Donovan and like he's got his hand on Damien's shoulder and he's like,
yeah.
"No, you're right to feel this way. Like you're entitled to your emotions." And I'm just like, "Oh," now I'm thinking back to when he was getting yelled at by his dad. I'm like, "Oh my god."
Yeah. I mean,
Fuck.
this whole conversation between Lloyd and Donovan, right? It's about how Donovan, he says that, you can never truly understand other people and there is no such real thing as peace. And Lloyd, he doesn't disagree with Donovan's point, but he does make a point to say it's still important to try and see things from their point of view and to keep trying to connect with them.
Yeah.
That was only the real thing. And, it was nice to see him I don't know. I always like the moment where he kind of just puts his hand on Damien's shoulder.
Yeah.
But then what I thought about at the moment is like, wow, isn't it so sad that the stranger has to be the one to reassure Damien and not his own father? His father's like literally distanced himself from his own son. And a complete stranger is the one trying to comfort him and giving him like a fatherly pat on the shoulder right now. Like, what the fuck? I just felt really sad in the moment, to be honest. And I think for Lloyd, he just felt like this kid needs somebody to be on his side.
Right.
Someone to make him feel a little better about the way his dad just kind of destroyed his only hope of ever being close to his father, practically.
Right. And now I'm like reevaluating that whole part where he's talking about it would benefit Operation Strix to get them closer together, like Damien and his dad.
I actually
I
made a joke. I made a joke about like, Lloyd's gonna be the one to fix the marriage. Donovan and Melinda's marriage problems. If I can fix their family,
as a psychiatrist.
If I can fix their family as a marriage counselor, maybe I can do Operation Strix. Because who knows?
God.
What if, for whatever fucking reason, if he fixes this fucking family, there could be world peace. Wouldn't that be wild? I doubt
that
it.
would be
But
funny.
it would be really. It would be kind of thematic in its own funny way, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
Well, it would be thematically, but it's kind of fucked up though.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, you know how Lloyd always defaults to Operation Strix whenever he's like feeling something. He's like, oh, this is for Operation Strix. Like,
Yeah.
But at the same time, it goes back to him comparing himself to Damien, I think, and like that's his excuse for this is Operation Strix. But at the end of the day, he's also like, I can't let this kid be abandoned by his own father. Like, I feel obligated to help him. But it's for the mission. Like, it is all for the mission.
Yeah, it's all
for the mission.
Overall impressions of this core 2, guys. Overall feeling, scale 1 to 10. How would you guys rate this second core?
I would give it like, I don't know, 8 out of 10, maybe.
8 out of 10. Okay.
I was thoroughly entertained for a lot of it, to be fair. Mm-hmm. They had to introduce like some very strong kind of main side characters. Well, technically main character and then side character, I guess, with Fiona, we can say.
Yeah.
And I loved all the stuff with Twa Yor, of course, and with, I don't know, I think it was just a very well done adaptation. I just think like they got really awkward with like chunking, like cutting down these mini arcs or mini chapters into their own little episodes and then slapping them together with other ones.
Yeah.
Like, because we didn't like that in the beginning of the series with the stuff with like Handler's thing mixed in with the art class episode with the Griffin. That was all kind of awkward, but when they did the arcs, they did them very well. Like the Inusan Crisis was done beautifully at the start, and the tennis arc was also done really, really well.
Yeah.
At the end here, I think the arcs were always very strong with Spike's family. They clearly knew what they were doing. I feel like they kind of fumbled with like the in-betweens practically. I don't know. I don't really want to sit here and blame one or the other about why it was done that way, but they did the best they could. I can say that much.
Okay. Rowski, what would you rate this?
I mean, I think I would probably rate it around the same. I do think I do feel like there are parts where the fumbles didn't really ruin it, but they were distracting. It's not the same. It's not like they fuck it up, but it's like, this feels a little disjointed. But when they were on track, when they were focusing all their attention into a single goal narratively, I think they stick the landing, and that's more important than the fumbles, because the fumbles, they are not game breaking. They are not like a deal breaker. They don't ruin the experience. I do think that there's room for improvement, but I do think they did a solid job.
Yeah.
Overall.
Okay, that's fair. If I would go ahead and give it a 7. I'm gonna be close to you guys on that one. I would definitely give it a 7. For the reasons that y'all stated, and also I'm gonna be slightly petty and say that I didn't get date episode this season. So.
Oh my god! Really? Come on, that feels a little unfair.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it next season though, so that's
which
why
was confirmed. Yeah,
we're getting it confirmed.
Next year, season 2.
Next year, and we are also getting, drum roll please, the Spy Family movie.
An original movie, and Endo
an original movie by Endo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the first time I see that, but it's not the first time I see that in an anime. It's not the first time I see that with Spy Family.
But it's good to see. It's good to see.
It's good to see.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm a little concerned, but I'm excited.
I am also a little concerned.
Why are you guys concerned?
Crunch. essentially. I mean, the
Oh,
thing is,
I see.
the thing
Yeah,
is,
that's true. That's true. This is coming out the same year as season 2. That's
Oh, is it?
yeah, no, I
Yeah,
mean,
they're
I'm
both coming
concerned by
out next year.
I mean, I'm concerned for all the parties involved, Endo and the studio,
Endo
because
especially.
I agree.
I mean, because the thing is, it's exciting that we are getting this, like, the boat arc animated and all that. But the thing is, we are also starting to. This means the anime is starting to get on the toes of the manga.
I'm hoping that maybe they'll take the year after 2024 off or something.
Yeah,
And
maybe,
let
maybe,
Endo
but
breathe.
yeah, that this is creating pressure on Endo too, you know.
Yeah,
And
I
that is
understand.
a concern.
Yeah, because if they start catching up too soon, God forbid what they. I mean, to be fair, the anime team has done very well, but I don't like the idea of them catching up too soon and having to fill out the anime with their own shit that might not actually be in the what Endo actually wanted for the series.
Yeah, I mean, they maybe do that, but they also are gonna keep the pressure on Endo to keep to fasten the pace, you know.
I can understand that. I was worried about that too. To be frank.
But yeah,
I mean, I think they're gonna take care of him, because they are pretty lax when it comes to him updating, which I think they're going to have to be if he's helming this movie and also having to do updates, right? So we'll see how that goes. I'm obviously super excited to see what they have in store. And other than that, I mean, only thing I could think of is just keep supporting him, keep supporting the anime and the manga. I think the Blu-ray's coming out soon.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I hope so.
I
I
think
really want them. They look so cool.
Pre-order that shit.
I mean, Endo is not gonna carry everything on his shoulders. Thankfully, he's probably just gonna I say quote unquote, but just gonna write the script and maybe design some characters. But I say that because he's not gonna take like directorial roles or anything like that.
Well, that's good.
He's gonna put his part, oversee some other stuff, and hopefully have enough time to not get too exhausted when he has to go back to actually making the manga.
Yeah.
That's a lot. We've talked a lot.
Yeah, 3 hours session.
We're at 3 hours. Although by the grace of YouTube magic, this is going to be like an hour and a half. And also, this part is going to come out on New Year's because yes, I'm going to make it that way.
Happy New Year, guys!
Happy New Year!
2023.
2023. Let's hope
it's the year of Spike's family.
The year of Spy Family.
Yeah.
Can't wait. It's gonna be a good year. Let's just hope.
It's always a good year for anime.
It always starts off a good year.
Yeah.
Let's see if it stays that way.
Like freaking Toilet Hanako-kun's getting a restart.
Right. And I'm getting my anime of Sacrificial Princess, so
yes,
I'm
you
excited
are.
for that. Yes. See, it's happening.
I'm getting Zelda, I'm getting Spike Family. I'm getting more Silent Hill, so yeah.
All right. Look at us. Good things are happening. And we hope that good things happen for all of you listening. No chapter what would it be?
It's
the 8th. So we're gonna get it on the 22nd of January.
That's a whole month from now, practically.
Yeah. So rest up because it's probably gonna be a big one. And yeah, just get ready for the new season and the new Spy Family movie whenever that drops. And as soon as we hear anything about that, of course, we'll talk about it here. But, Oh yeah. But in the meantime, we're gonna cut it here, and I'm probably gonna pass out. So. Okay. Thank y'all for listening. Thank you for watching. Again, have a happy New Year and wonderful holidays. We'll see you all again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.